In Democracy 2010, today is the day to make your voice heard. Arizona's 3rd Congressional District in North Phoenix is packed with candidates. ABC 15's Steve Couge is live in Phoenix. And Steve, tell us where the major candidates stand this morning.
Well, they all take a different stance on certain issues. The polls here only been open for about a half an hour, but already at this location here in Phoenix at the corner of 29th and Mission Lane, been very busy. We've seen dozens of people coming out casting their ballots. And actually, we caught up with Attorney General candidate Tom Horne and got his take on why it's important for people to come out here and cast their votes. Take a listen.
Well, a lot of people died for our right to vote. This is the fact that we as a people rule ourselves. We're not ruled over by a British aristocracy before we got our independence or anybody else. We rule ourselves, and it's important that everybody participate in that.
Okay, back to that 3rd District congressional seat up for grabs. We got more than a dozen people here fighting for that seat, made up of mostly Republicans. And, while there is a lot of candidates going for it, there's just too many to cover all at once. So here's some of the ones that are leading in the polls. We're going to start off with Steve Moak. Steve Moak, as a politician, doesn't have much experience, but leadership-wise, he is the chairman of a few major businesses and organizations. His main priority, if elected, would be to reduce federal spending and balance out our budget in Arizona without having to raise taxes. Next up, we've got Vernon Parker. He's the current mayor of Paradise Valley and was also an assistant to former President George W. Bush. His main priority, if elected, is to create an environment to build and grow private sector job creation, putting people back to work. All right, this next guy here, Ben Quayle, pretty popular lately. He doesn't have much political experience at all, but he is the son of former Vice President Dan Quayle. So a lot of people are thinking that name recognition alone says enough. His priorities, main one, is to secure our border. He wants to build an advanced barrier on our whole southern border of the United States, stretching from ocean to ocean, basically to keep everyone from the south out from getting into our country. And lastly, we're going to talk about Jim Waring. His experience comes from being a former Arizona Senate member, and also he has a Ph.D., a pretty high degree, in public administration. His main goal, if elected, is to boost up national security and stabilize the economy. His take is, a strong economy is a very prosperous one. So these elections go on all day, and we are going to be bringing you the updates from morning to night and get you the results on who gets into those seats. We're live in Phoenix. I'm Steve Couge, ABC 15 News.